Yet another mass shooting by a member of the LGBT community. How's everybody doing? My name is Anthony Brian Logan, and today we got to talk about a mass shooting that happened in Philadelphia over the weekend that took 5 lives and injured 2 more. And I believe 4 of those who died were adult males. There was one 15-year-old boy who died, and then I think there were 2 babies or toddlers who were injured. Now, before I get into the video, may those who died rest in peace. To the injured, get well soon, and prayers out to all the families of the victims involved here. But we have to get to the shooter. We got to talk about this guy because this is beginning to be a pattern. Okay, you know how they say most of the mass shootings are done by white males, lonely, incel, gun crazed, or whatever. That's what they say. But now I'm seeing a different pattern develop, and maybe it's just me. But let's get straight to a picture right here. This is 40-year-old Kim Brady Carricker. Now, this appears to be a regular adult male, but not so fast. This is also Kim Brady Carricker right here. That's the same person dressed up. You see, this person is a cross-dresser. I don't see any evidence that this guy identified as transgender, but clearly, you got somebody in the LGBT community that likes to dress up as a woman. You know, back in the day, this whole transgender thing wasn't really a thing. You would have guys that would get dressed up. This is probably a streetwalker. He probably gets dressed up like that to go out in Philadelphia and walk the streets to pick up customers. That's probably what's going on, but I could be wrong. Either way it goes, this is the guy who shot and killed 5 people and I believe injured 2 more who were very young children. Now, of course, look at what Vice News is saying. The far right is already using the Philadelphia shooting to smear trans people. Because remember, the whole thing that happened in Nashville with the church shooter, that was a transgender person, a biological XX woman who identified as a man. And we've still not seen that manifesto. Bill Lee, governor of Tennessee, where is that at? But different story, I digress. We're just trying to see a pattern. It's like, okay, you got one trans person shooting up a church school. Then you have another person as a cross-dresser in the same category as a trans person shooting up people indiscriminately in Philadelphia. You know, long gun, body armor, police scanner, all that stuff. And then the subhead here says, there's no evidence the suspect was trans, and he posted repeatedly about his pro-gun stance and his support for former President Donald Trump. Now, I don't know about the Trump supporter stuff, but what I do know is that he also said, ACAB, all cops are the B word, okay, meaning illegitimate child. That's what he said. So I think the ultimate point here is that this person is mentally ill, and a lot of people that are mentally ill disguise themselves as LGBT. All right. I think that is the overall message, but we have a news story video to get through. If you want to see this in full, link as always will be in the description box. If you're on IG, visit the link in the bio, go to the corresponding article on the website. But without further ado, let's go ahead and roll it.
Tuesday night, I'm Shari Williams. Gray Hall is off tonight. The big story on Action News is the latest development on the mass shooting in Philadelphia's King Sessing neighborhood. As the investigation into this senseless tragedy continues, we are beginning to learn more about those who were killed. Action News reporter Bob Brooks live for us now at police headquarters with what we know this evening. Bob.
Shari, 5 killed. They were all males and they had friends, family. I can tell you, people who love them dearly. And tonight we spoke with the mother of a victim. She wants no time to be wasted in getting justice from this killer. These are the names of the 5 victims. They range in ages from 15 to 59, all males. One of them is 22-year-old Lashad Merritt. We spoke with his mother, Marie, today, who says he was her baby, the youngest of 5.
The youngest, the brightest. He was good. He was a good kid. He was. and I'm going to miss him so much.
Sources tell Action News the alleged killer is 40-year-old Kim Brady Carricker. It's believed this security video shows part of the beginning of the rampage. The shooter firing at an SUV with a rifle at the corner of 56th Street and Chester Avenue. At a news update today, Philadelphia District Attorney Larry Krasner said he hopes Carricker will spend the rest of their life in prison.
But I can tell you this, the man who did this is in custody. The man who did this will be facing multiple counts of murder.
Let's pause for a minute. Did you hear that? The rest of their life. Why are we doing the whole pronoun thing? Do we even know what this guy's pronouns are? Does it even matter in a situation like this? This guy done killed 5 people on camera. We know it's him. He did it. He killed 5 people and injured 2 babies that were sitting in the back of their mom's car. Babies. One of the babies had shards of glass in their eyes. Why are we talking about pronouns at a time like this? But let's continue.
And will also be facing multiple counts of aggravated assault as a first-degree felony, weapons charges, among others.
The attack began around 8:20 last night. The scene encompasses a whole city block. Detectives say the suspect moved on foot shooting until responding officers cornered Carricker in the 1600 block of Fraser Street and made the arrest.
Again, I commend these officers for their unwavering bravery. Their swift actions undoubtedly saved additional lives.
Detectives also believe this was all planned out. Carricker was armed with a rifle, a handgun, bulletproof vest, and a scanner. However, they say it appears the victims were shot at random. Despite what investigators may uncover as a motive, Marie Merritt just doesn't understand what could compel someone to do this.
Some maniac walking around just shooting. For what? We probably would never know why. But you took my son. You took my baby.
But as a result, she says, they'll have to face justice.
You need a rot. You need a rot in jail. You need to, because that was wrong.
Okay, Shari, I know everyone is anxious for the next steps in the judicial process for this. Carricker's arraignment is tomorrow. That's when formal charges will be announced. The district attorney expects they will not get bail.
Yeah, he's not going to get bail. He is going to be done. If he does get bail, that just shows you how incompetent Philadelphia law enforcement is, or I don't know about the law enforcement, but the system in Philadelphia to get criminals put behind bars. I mean, you kill 5 people on video camera, mass shooting, and injure 2 babies. I mean, you should go ahead and just get put down right there and not even have this whole lengthy court process. Now, I'm going to get into this article right here a little bit from Daily Mail because they're talking about some things about this guy. I want to read a little bit here. The killer has now been revealed to be a firearm-obsessed computer nerd who posted a video just a few days ago of children at a gun range. I'm not sure what they were doing, but anyway. Facebook post from March 2022 show Carricker dressed as a woman, wearing a bra, hooped earrings, and gold bracelets. He had posted eerie articles to Facebook titled, "How do you know if an evil spirit is following you?" as well as a photo of a map listing historic black massacres throughout the U.S. with the caption, "We kept the receipts." So this guy, obsessed computer nerd, talking about all kind of random Facebook stuff. I mean, clearly not right mentally, clearly, but since you can identify as LGBT and then all of a sudden your mental illness goes away, then it's not really a big deal anymore, right? You just kind of, any kind of red flags get ignored because, oh, he's just gay, so it's whatever, right? Anyway, so that's more of the same situation. Let's keep on going here. In May 2020, Carricker posted a video to his Facebook of a burning Philadelphia police car that had been daubed in graffiti with the letters ACAB, which stands for All Cops Are Bees. So when Vice says that he's a Trump supporter, what kind of Trump supporter would celebrate a burning cop car? You see what I'm saying? This is how fake a lot of the mainstream or news media in general is. He was also using the police scanner in an attempt to stay a step ahead of the cops, but was ultimately backed into an alleyway and surrendered. City officials held a press conference Tuesday during where they refused to name the suspect and said they were unable to provide any motive for their attack. Okay, so that's victims' names right there. Before the press conference, police sources confirmed to the Philadelphia Inquirer that Carricker was the 40-year-old suspect arrested. All right. let me see. Is there more here? I think that's pretty much what it is. Tina Rosette, 49, told the Philadelphia Inquirer the character was a really smart, intelligent, creative, working on the computer programs. She's never seen him with a gun, but she admitted that he had an aggressive approach to some things in life. I bet he did. Okay. So there's more there, but that's pretty much what it is. Obviously, this guy had problems, and there were red flags all on his Facebook page. But hey, we can ignore those because you're gay, right? You're LGBT, you could do whatever you want to do. It's so weird. As I close, I want to say this. Just because somebody identifies as LGBT does not mean that they're not a human being with flaws. You see what I'm saying? You can't just say, oh, I identify as this, therefore I am immune to criticism. I am immune to being mentally ill. Obviously, this guy had some problems, and his problems manifested in him going out there and taking 5 people's lives indiscriminately. And again, may they rest in peace, and prayers out to the family. But I think I'll leave that right there for now. And what say you? What's going on here? Is there a pattern with these LGBT mass shooters, the transgender or cross-dressing or whatever? Is that the new so-called white male? Whatever your thoughts are, let me know in the comments below. You guys know where I stand. I think there should be some kind of study, investigation, or something done to see if there's a pattern going on. I think the best place to start, from my point of view, will be to get that manifesto from the shooter in Tennessee. Come on, Bill Lee. Come on, everybody out there in Tennessee government. What are we doing? What's taking so long? You know what I think? My opinion, my assumption, not any kind of inside knowledge, just ABO's opinion. I think there's some stuff in the manifesto that church doesn't want to get out, because maybe the shooter is going to accuse somebody of some kind of abuse that, you know, that was covered up. I think that's what's going on, because if that's not the case, then what else is happening? We don't know. All we can do is speculate, which is why they should just go ahead and release it, so then we can read it and glean from that what we will. But whatever your thoughts are, please let me know in the comments below. And that's all I got to say for this video. If you like what you heard, please comment, rate, share, and subscribe. Peace.